Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Divulge. We will be discussing together a few subjects related to games and movies. Our goal of the discussion will be focused on highlighting and revealing both the good and bad sides of each individual product, definitely from our own perspective. And in case anyone is wondering, the footage you are watching right now is actually from a video game, not real-life scenes. It's also a free-to-play game, and it's called Digital Combat Simulator World, otherwise known as DCS, which is produced and developed by Eagle Dynamics. Although the game is totally free to obtain, there's still a lot of downloadable content that you'll have to purchase in order to actually enjoy the game. Doubtlessly, such a magnificent aircraft simulator game. However, it's actually not our subject for today. Fury is the movie that we are going to discuss today, despite we actually can't use the original film scenes for copyright issues. We have managed to recreate the scenes from a video game called Company Pharaoh's Blitzkrieg mod. Most particularly, we will discuss the scene of the 4 Shermans, including the heroic Fury, against the Tiger tank, which is a huge historical bonus for the movie, by the way, that they have used the real Tiger tank located in the Bavington Tank Museum, which is the only operational World War II Tiger tank in the world right now. Nevertheless, this bonus is honestly not enough to cover the critical inaccuracies of this movie. First of all, the idea of having Ace Sherman tank is not very accurate. But for the cinematic part, it has been distributed really well, to be fairly honest. Regardless, apart from the extremely exaggerated ending scene of the movie, when a single damaged Sherman tank crew decided to hold the crossroad ahead of an entire German convoy. I guess we could all agree that still the most inaccurate part of the movie was when the Tiger tank crew decided to advance forward, leaving their position behind the smoke cover in order to engage the Shermans by closing in and eventually reducing the distance. Why would an expert Tiger tank crew do such a very big mistake? Most of the German tank commanders knew for a fact that their Tiger tanks are meant to be used at long range, specifically when outnumbered, not to mention the slow turret rotation speed of the Tiger tanks, which has often forced some of the German tank crews during the Second World War to use the Tigers similarly to tank destroyers, as they have preferred to rotate their entire tank right and left, rather than wasting time rotating the turret itself. That said, it's actually also a bit confusing since the very beginning. When the Tiger tank attacked them the first time from ambush, why did the German crew choose not to destroy the Sherman with the long barrel first, also known as the Fury Sherman? Despite it's clear that the long barrel Sherman would be definitely more dangerous for them than the other Shermans with a short barrel gun. Furthermore, if the Fury long barrel Sherman with a 76mm gun would have really not been the first one to be killed, I suppose that this particular Sherman would have not tried to flank the Tiger in the first place, given the reality that the 76mm gun is more capable of engaging the Tiger tank frontally at this range. Not to speak about how the tank commanders in this movie have kept their hatch open during the entire scene, which is extremely unrealistic, because in real life, they just closed the hatch and kept themselves inside the tank, in order to protect themselves. But even if we ignore all that, there's absolutely nothing worse than the moment when the Sherman tank bounced off the Tiger Tank 88mm gun. That was honestly just incredible. Anyway, that being said, I have to thank you guys for listening, and if you agree with what I said, feel free to say so in the comments, and if you disagree, well, it would be also nice if you explain. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next episode.